Hello everybody, it is your bestest pal, Noel, here to show you a little deck profile, a little deck breakdown of, as you can tell, brand Despia. We'll start with the main deck. So, it's gonna seem pretty standard, of course. 3 Aluber, 3 Fusion, 3 Opening. Past this, it's still standard. I mean, 2 Cartesian, 2 Albaz is pretty normal. I'm also playing 2 Tragedy rather than just 1. I just like having the double recursion from banishing, which actually isn't an effect that a lot of people know Tragedy has for some reason. Oh. Next up is 2 Branded in Red, 2 Fusion Deployment, and 2 Super Poly. We are playing some pretty good targets for Super Poly. Onto the hand traps, we have 2 Ash, 2 Mercurier, 2 Druid Worm, and 2 Saronir. These are all pretty good. Mercurier is actually very good if you can get it banished with a Bestial because of its effect on Banish, allowing you to search a monster that mentions Spawn of Albaz. Next, we have the 1-ofs, 1 Allure of Darkness, 1 Polymerization, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Gold Sarcophagus. Sorry, that wasn't very centered. 1 Called By, of course, these 3 are all limited. 1 Branded Lost, this just stops your opponent from Solemn Striking or Solemn Judgmenting. Ra's Disciple, of course, for the Ra's Disciple lock. 1 Albion, 1 Dramaturge, 1 Retribution. It is a very good counter trap. Negating a summon is very good, surprisingly enough. 1 Expulsion, searchable, of course. 1 Banishment. I might want to play more than 1, but I'm already playing 42 cards, which makes it a little difficult. And 1 Infinite Impermanence. That's the main deck all done and dusted. We'll move on to the extra deck. 1 Rindbrum, 1 Dragostapelia, 1 Mirror Jade, 1 Granganol. Extra deck space is very tight. Some people are playing 2 Rindbrum, and a lot of people are playing 2 Mirror Jade. Most people only play 1 Granganol. A lot of people actually don't play Dragostapelia at all, but I believe that Dragostapelia's negation effect, as well as the counters making your opponent's monsters level 1, is really good. Especially in a format where Kashtira and Sprite are everywhere. You stop your opponent from overlaying. We've got 1 Caritas, 1 Mud Dragon, 2 Albion. Again, a lot of people play 3. Extra deck space is just really tight. 1 Guardian Chimera, 1 Masquerade, 2 Lubellion, 1 Garura. Funny thing, this is a level 6 dark monster, which means it can be sent off of Granganol. 1 Albalanatus, 1 Perskenian, and a token. I just keep the token face up in my extra deck all the time. Makes it a little easier. Now, finally, the side deck. We got 2 dimensional barriers. Kind of a bullshit sacky card. Really should be banned, but I might as well make use of it for now. 2 Cosmic Cyclone. 2 Book of Lunar Eclipse. Lunar Eclipse, I believe, is better than Eclipse. It doesn't flip your own monsters. Well, it doesn't have to flip your own monsters. As well as not being ashable, because it doesn't actually say draw cards on them. You have to discard for cost, but is that really such a bad thing in a deck with 2 Tragedy? 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. Funny thing, I just got that Altart Poly today. The people who mailed it to me sent this along for free, along with a Magic the Gathering card. But this is very useful. Magic the Gathering is not, because I don't play it. 3 Dogwood, you know. It's really good for making sure you have enough life points, you know. If your opponent summons a Masquerade, you're going to have more than enough life points to survive, you know. It's great. 2 Lancia, again, stops Kashtira, and also Fluonderies. They're both pretty powerful decks. Well, maybe not Fluonderies. 2 Droll Lockbird, and finally 1 Jinzo. This is a deadly card against Labyrinth and Trap Tricks, 2 very popular decks right now. It is a level 6 Dark Monster, which means you can send it off of Granganol and summon it off of Branded Expulsion. This card's fucking insane. And of course, we have my wonderful Patamon Field Center. 2 Patamons, actually. So, whichever one I want to use, I get to use. That's going to be all for today. Hope you, I don't know, found it entertaining, found maybe some interesting text like Jinzo. And I will see you all in another video.